I'm joined round the table by the band The Third Man. Guys, can you introduce yourselves, please?
I'm Andy, drummer.
I'm Adam, I play guitar.
Sean, I play bass.
I'm Max, I play singing.
Now, how long have you guys been playing together?
3 months.
About 3 months. But you've known each other a lot longer than that, right?
About 6 years.
Cool. Now, what's the Third Man's sound, if there is one?
From the Third Man film.
Are you all big fans of the film?
Yeah.
So good you decided to name your band after it?
Yeah.
It's a good film.
The
I
theme
haven't
tune's
seen it,
amazing.
yeah. I was going to say, are you going to do a cover of the theme tune?
I've been learning it today actually, but
Yeah.
I haven't got it yet. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, but it's really kind of gypsy jazz. I'm gonna get it, but I haven't got it yet. But yeah, we're gonna use the theme tune as like intro. It's really cool, kind of unusual piece of music.
Nice. But who are the sort of artists that you're all influenced by then individually that you think feed into what you produce as the Third Man?
Well, I mean, Dave Grohl was my influence when I was growing up, along with Mitch Mitchell and John Bonham.
I was pretty lucky actually. Like my dad gave me a massive stack of records when I was really young, and it was kind of all kind of classic English pop. Like back when pop meant popular music. It's changed somewhat over the years, but I was pretty lucky. I liked, he gave me a lot of Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and Dire Straits and lots of guitar influenced stuff because he kind of gave me one of those as well. So I was pretty lucky really, but definitely just more classic kind of British, pop. I guess it's fair to say. I don't feel bad about it. It's good music. I love the Beatles.
It's what I love too many people to name. There's no one like every day. I like someone else.
You're fickle.
No.
That's a bit rude,
Actually,
isn't it?
So am I.
Off the cuff.
I love music. Full stop.
Cool.
That's a good
Good
answer.
music's good music.
I've got to second that. I like Jimi Hendrix, if I had to pick one.
Really? Above James Brown?
Yeah, miles above James Brown.
That's surprising.
Shut up. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix definitely is the first person I really went to.
So what sort of bands do you all listen to? What's the sort of influence for the Third Man's sound?
Everything that we all like, I suppose, plays its part in.
Yeah, well,
big genre.
individually everyone's into different things. So.
I actually really like this band called White Denim. I'm not massively into new music, but don't really listen to the radio. If
They
I'm
were big
honest,
in South by Southwest, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're from somewhere down there.
Texans.
But yeah, I believe so. Yeah, is it Austin, right? Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're from there. I quite like them. They're pretty interesting.
I think it's difficult for bands at the moment. I think it's difficult for bands at the moment. There doesn't seem to be much out at the moment with much soul in it, or it doesn't appear to be that way. I could be completely wrong, but that's the way it appears to be to me. There doesn't seem to be anything which you can really grasp hold of coming from anywhere or having any real bollocks behind it, like some kind of backbone from anywhere that kind of sticks up for something, well, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter what it is, just having some kind of direction from where you come from. It appears that everything kind of comes from a place where a formula. This is how do I make money in the music industry and become a successful band? A plus B equals C.
Rock and roll by numbers.
Yeah, and therefore, like for me personally, I can't really get my head around it or seem to grip hold of anything at the moment in the music industry. I haven't been able to do it for ages. So there aren't really many modern bands at all that I really like. There's some things I really love the sound of. Like I really like the sound like that one, the Hold Steady.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that I think when I don't know a lot of their material, but what I've heard sounds amazing. I like sounds like I really like the sound of Queen of the Stone Age, some of the Kings of Leon stuff. There's a few bits and pieces, but nothing as a whole, which personally that I really like. I can't speak for everyone else that's here. That's just me first.
Third Man want to come out with a record, or do you think you've got
definitely. There'll be no filler on our record. It's we're not interested in it really. Like I have loads of vinyls. I collect vinyl. I love putting on a record and just listening to it all the way through. And iTunes is great for music in a lot of ways, but it kind of takes people away from the idea of just listening to an entire record. They just listen to. Well, my mum does it. It's random. It's shuffled. And you know, it's cool. I guess you might get into more music maybe, or more varied music, but I think it takes away the kind of true love for the sound of an overall band, you know.
So you've already said you're planning to bring out a record no one's going to be able to skip through. It's not just going to be about songs, it's going to be about the whole album experience. But when are we going to be able to see you guys playing live?
We're going to do some shows in January,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure exactly which dates.
You've
Well, I'm
been
not
so
gonna say.
secretive, man. So secretive.
It's
So-
working though, isn't it?
You've all been either been in bands or worked in the music industry before. Max, a lot of people will recognise you from the Coops. Are you still in touch with any of the guys from the band?
Do you know what? I saw Luke maybe last week, 2 weeks ago, about a week ago maybe. You know, I sat down. I hadn't seen him in ages, but yeah, I sat down and talked to him. It was really nice to see him. I'd like to be in contact more often, you know, but obviously they're still touring all over the place, and I've been here and I've been doing my own thing, and so it's been difficult to stay in contact, and obviously a bit of a weird time as well, you know, when the band split up or people leave or whatever happens. No, so but yeah, no, I'd like to be in contact with them more often, yeah.
Well, do any of your comments about sort of success and stuff, have you taken a lot of that, lot of what you've just talked about, a lot of your opinions about how bands can, as you just say, get forced into things? Has that come from your past in the Coops?
To be honest, with us, we were quite lucky. You know, I think we had a nice, good team of people around us for a long time. You know, and we picked the people that we worked with because we wanted to work with them, and you know, they were good people. They were, you know, and there was nothing was forced upon us. We had total artistic control of what we did. And so, no, not really, you know, in that way. No, it was good. It was good fun, you know, for a long time. Some of it wasn't, but most of it was, you know.
So who is the songwriter in Third Man, or is it all hands on deck kind of?
You predominantly, you know. Yeah,
we all write the songs, so you know we do. We've only been together 3 months. So we've just started writing together, so we're kind of all finding our feet. Like with, you know, everyone doing different things in you know, it's pretty new. 3 months isn't really a long time to be writing together. At the moment, we've been using songs that I've written and stuff that me and Al have worked on for.
Yeah, Max has the most
as it moves forward,
already ready, so
hopefully.
Lyrically.
But as it moves forward, you know, I think that everyone writes the band, so you know, I think that as things move forward, we'll be able to incorporate everything into it.
Is it weird, if you say you've only been sort of writing songs together for the past 3 months, you've known each other for so much longer than that, is it a bit weird, are you sort of finding that friendship, relationships are all changing a little bit, or is it just fun?
We've all played together, in like between the four of us, we're in different bands at different points.
yeah.
You know, so like for a long time, you know, I've played with Sean, Adam, and Andy, all individually. We've all played together, and they've played with each other. So
I've all been really
kind of
close to
pretty
what
used
each other's done individually as well, so it's kind of, I don't know, I feel pretty comfortable if I come up with something which I feel I can't finish or I'm not really sure where to take it, giving it to any one of the other three to see how they feel about it. And that's kind of been the way that we've finished a lot of the stuff that hasn't been finished thus far. Or
We'll keep our eyes peeled on the website then for the next gig.
Yeah.
Please.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.